Hi everybody and welcome to TNT, bit of an overcast day here in Phang Nga, Thailand. Now today we're going to be talking about scams. One particular scam which has got a bit of an odd angle, but more than that I wanted to try and give you some tips about how to avoid scams. Now you might think that you know them all, but I don't think it bothers to keep on reminding people about some of the scams and the more sophisticated scams that come along every single day. I mean, these scammers are very, very smart. Dare I say they're a lot smarter than you or I. And they've got all sorts of devious ideas up their sleeves about how they can get into your pockets. So I'll go through those a bit later, but firstly this story, and I'll try and control my mirth. And the story from the Bangkok Post, it was also reported on Thai Media Manager Online. The headline here, German arrested on Koh Pha Ngan for investment fraud targeting Australians. Well, so far so good until you get to the caption here. Police take David Guy Hamburger, 54, a German suspect, into his villa on Koh Pha Ngan in Suratani. And then we go to the story. A 54-year-old German has been arrested on Koh Pha Ngan for allegedly orchestrating a fraudulent investment scheme targeting investors in Australia. And they had police from Region 8, the Immigration Bureau, Suratani and Pathum Thani, accompanied by the Australian feds. And they took David Guy Hamburger, 54-year-old, a German suspect, into custody. Now I just bet that isn't his name, and I bet he isn't German. A David Guy Hamburger, I think not. But this is the article that was translated from on Manager Online, and he was called there, a 54-year-old David Guy Hamburger. And back to the Bangkok Post story, Mr. Hamburger was apprehended while riding a motorcycle near his residence, Choco Villa on Koh Pha Ngan. And he's been charged with public fraud and putting false information into a computer system. And the officers seized assets valued more than 19 million baht, including a cryptocurrency account valued at 8 million baht. I thought they were meant to be safe and secure. 4 bank accounts containing 6.23 million baht, 495,000 baht in cash, a land title deed valued at 1.5 million baht, 4 vehicles, 13 luxury watches and 2 laptop computers. And police also found scripted dialogue used to dupe investors in Australia into making fake stock investments. And they also searched 3 other premises, a law office in Koh Pha Ngan, the Montana Realty real estate office also in Koh Pha Ngan, and a residence in Koh Samui. And police have also summoned individuals suspected of being part of Mr. Hamburger's network, helping set up 4 nominee companies: Chesapeake Ross, Montana Realty, Laguna Cliff and Gollum. And the action followed advice from Australian authorities. Mr. Hamburg has been residing on Koh Pha Ngan for over 5 years on a retirement visa. So whoever it is they've got in custody now, he's in for a world of trouble. He'll be facing charges here in Thailand, then probably deported back to Australia. Okay, let's go through some of these scams. Kids heading home after university. There are so many scams around these days. There are ones that we know of and ones coming up and ones we don't even know of yet. I'll try and go through some of the probably better known scams that we can easily avoid. I'm not even going to go into the bar girl scam. That's been around for decades. But let's go into starting with romance scams. And these are basically romance scams. Scammers create a fake profile on Tinder or TimeCupid or Facebook, and they build emotional connections before asking for money. Things like for family funerals, people that aren't even dead, and family problems, sick buffaloes and travel expenses. Anybody living in Thailand for more than a year or so would have been subjected to these probably numerous times already. Well, how can we avoid them? Never send money to someone you've never met in person, and be wary of sob stories and requests for financial help. You're just not going to get your money back. Let's go into rental and property scams. Fake landlords post attractive rental listings, things like Facebook and Baht Sold, and ask for deposits before actually showing the property in person. You can avoid that by just always visiting the property in person, verify the landlord's identity and use reputable agencies only. Now, on my Saturday vlogs, I often recommend to people that if you're looking for a rental property, just get on a motorbike and drive around, look for the signs on the gates, talk to people, go to the local coffee shop and ask around. But in those cases, you really need to meet the landlord, and hopefully you do. Just do not send any deposits online under any circumstances. And let's go to fake job offers. Scammers offer high-paying remote jobs or easy work visas, but require upfront fees for processing or training or agents. Now, a lot of these have turned up since the DTV started in Thailand, but they've been around for ages. So to avoid these, research the company, never pay for job offers, and check with the Thai Ministry of Labour if it's a Thai company. And they can do a company search or just search on Google. I mean, if they're not listed anywhere on Google, they probably don't exist. Now, sort of linked to the romance scams are investment and cryptocurrency scams. Fake investment groups, once again often on Facebook and Telegram, promising high returns in stocks, Forex or crypto, but disappear with deposits. Foreigners have lost billions of baht in crypto scams in Thailand. And you might well be enticed by some of the hype around crypto or some of the recent gains it's been making. But the thing is, they'll probably be sending you little amounts showing, hey, look, the little bits of money that you've invested have shown this great return, before they hit you with the big one. And these are things to avoid. Be skeptical of guaranteed returns or any promised returns of a high percentage. Use only licensed financial institutions and beware of fake buyers and sellers. And I'm telling you, there's plenty of them around. Well, how about those fake classifieds online? Buyers on classified sites, once again Facebook, things like Marketplace, send fake overpayments, then ask for a refund for the difference. Now, that's a bit of finessing of just selling goods that don't exist in the first place. You see it on Facebook Marketplace, you get onto the phone and, oh yeah, it looks exactly like that. Oh, send us a deposit because somebody else is coming to have a look at it. And of course, the product doesn't even exist. How to avoid: only accept cash or secure payment methods, a bank transfer with verification. That's in the case of the overpayments, the fake overpayments where they fake pay you and then say, oh, I've paid you too much, you need to send the difference. Let's go to immigration and visa scams. Fake visa and immigration agents claim to expedite visas or work permits for a fee, but provide fake documents, and that's going to lead you to a lot of legal trouble. Or cheap visa processing services. Again, you're going to see a lot of these ads on things like Facebook. Now, a lot of very reputable agents also advertise on Facebook. It's up to you to try and figure out the ones that are going to dupe you. So only use official Thai immigration channels. All the reputable agents work with local Thai immigration officers. Or Thai legal companies that specialise in visas and work permits. Always have a consultation, preferably face-to-face, before paying for their services. So if you're going to use a Thai visa agent or a Thai law office, do a online face-to-face or even knock on the door and go and talk to them and have a talk about your particular circumstances before you pay a deposit or any money to them for their services. Now, these have been around for ages. Bank and phishing scams, fake SMS emails pretending to be from Thai banks, Bangkok Bank, Kasakorn, asking for a login or balance details. Of course, there's plenty of other Thai banks and other businesses, the names of which are going to be used by scammers. I've been sent plenty of scam messages from my Westpac bank in Australia. I closed the account about 14 years ago. I got one today from Apple saying, do you want to cancel your subscription? I'm thinking, I actually don't have a subscription with Apple. Click here and put in these details. Well, no. So how to avoid: never click on suspicious links. Verify messages by calling the bank directly. Often, if it's an email, check the email address because that usually gives it away. And one lots of people fall for: tourist travel scams, fake bookings basically, from fake websites offering cheap flights, hotels or tours that don't exist. So you pay online, you turn up on the day and the tour doesn't exist, or you go to the hotel, sorry sir, we don't have a booking in your name. So how to avoid: best thing is to book through well-known platforms, the Agoda, Booking.com, Airbnb, Hotel.com, you know them all, or the actual airline websites. Now, there are plenty of airline ticket aggregators around, most of them perfectly legal, and they've got a good reputation. If you don't recognise the name, at least do a Google search for them and make sure they're pretty high up in the search. Problem with the aggregators is usually trying to make changes to your ticket or get a refund. I always book directly with the airline on their website, but well, that's just me. So some quick general tips. Verify before trusting. If an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Use cash for local transactions. So avoid paying strangers via bank transfer. So meet them face to face if you can. Make sure the goods are real. I mean, sometimes it's not convenient to do that, but you just really need to be careful buying anything online, especially from strangers. Check online reviews. Google the company person before engaging. Now, I do that, for example, when I'm checking news stories. I'll check the source, read up a little bit about them if I've never heard of them before, or check some of the details of the story. Now, if you don't already have this on a lot of your accounts, I recommend two-factor authentication for things like banking and social media. Now, I use a MacBook Air and I can use my fingerprint to open the computer or to verify my identity. But I also ask Google or my bank to send me an SMS message with a code, so I've got that double verification. Now, this suggestion came up on the internet saying join expat groups, Facebook groups like Expats in Thailand that can provide scam alerts. Now, there are a lot of trolls and toxicity in some of these groups, but sometimes you can get first-hand knowledge of a new scam or stories about people who have been caught in a particular scam from some of these groups. And help others report scams. Notify the Thai tourist police, that's 1155, or local authorities. So they mightn't be able to get your lost money back, but at least they'll know more about the scam. They may be able to circulate that information, especially organisations like the tourist police, and possibly avoid other people falling into the same trap. Now, for Mr. David Guy Hamburger, his scamming days, I think, are over. But I think we all need to be very careful when we're online. We do spend more time online than we used to, some of us far too much time. And the more time you spend on there, the more opportunities there are for some of those scammers to sneak through and get into your pockets. So that's it for today. Please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully that's been a bit of help, and we look forward to seeing you next time.